The Red Cross says more than 31 million people across Southern Africa are struggling to feed themselves. To put that into perspective, that's more than double the population of Zimbabwe. And by the end of this year, the number of people going hungry is expected to increase to 49 million. Red Cross workers have been traveling across Southern Africa to assess the crisis. And they say it's much more dire than initial estimates.
We also recognize humbly that $110 million, 1 million people, is not anywhere near the scale and the magnitude of the challenges we face. Ours is a contribution, one contribution among many. Governments should play their roles and putting in place the appropriate policies and strategies to respond to the needs of the citizens.
The ICRC's partnered with other agencies to secure funding. For organizations like the UN Children's Fund, the crisis goes beyond the drought.
We also saw families having to make tough decisions between keeping their children in school and feeding the children. Really choices which a parent should not really have to do.
Worryingly, the drought is affecting sectors that have previously recorded gains in the region.
If we do not support these communities at this time, we stand at the risk of losing all the investment and the development gains. The investments which have been made in education, investments which have been made in HIV, the fight against HIV and AIDS. And again, just to put it in context, we know in the Southern African region, we are dealing with a region that has got almost 1/3 of all the cases of HIV infections in the world. So it's already a part of the world that was worst affected by the HIV and AIDS. And if we do not support this community at this time, there's a risk of losing all those gains, and actually people already in treatment may get out of treatment.
The ICRC says beyond funding, a new kind of humanitarian response is needed to urgently tackle this unfolding catastrophe. Yolisa, Njamela, CCTV, Johannesburg, South Africa.